Hello, happy Friday. 11:11 on my clock. Welcome. I was being called to there's a train going by, and that's always a confirmation for me. So welcome. I was not quite ready to get on per usual, but that is how things work around here. My name is Jackie, and this is Dream Ether 13. And we had a reading that I started to channel the other night, and because of the amount of things that I spoke about the other night, I was having some scares in my own life, thinking that I shouldn't have said some certain things, but you know what? I know that I am guided to share my experience in life, to help other people take control of their reality by healing their trauma. So, with that being said, we'll just leave that there. So I, and I also have been taking my own advice, I guess, and listening to my body more. And my body was telling me that it was okay to rest, and that I could rest. So I took the opportunity to rest. Oops. So, thank you for being here. Happy Good Friday. I know that's not necessarily everyone's choice in life, Christianity or whatever, but I do like to honor those that came before me and Yeshua. I would like to call in my source, spirit. Thank you, source. The universe. Thank you, universe. Archangel Michael and his protection. Thank you, Archangel Michael. The other archangels that would like to be here in this reading. Ascended masters, elementals, ancestors that would like to connect with me, to share a message to my viewers, my spirit guides, and all other higher dimensional of the light beings that would like to share a message. Thank you so much. So, let's start off with where this reading began. And that is with the King of Staffs. So, I really, it's kind of unfortunate that you can't see the card, like, as well as I'd like you to. Let's see if I can. Might have made it worse. Okay, at least the color is picking up a little bit better. So he's got a purple, like, I'm curious if that's his hair. He's got purple hair, which purple is always related to royalty, in most cases. And he's very decorated. very colorful. And he's holding a very thick staff. And the salamander again. So let's go into the card from the description from the book, because there is going to be a message here. And this was the past energy that that I was picking up on, only because we're it's like past, present, or future. But we're gonna get into the actual energy. But I was getting a past energy from this, and I'm just gonna go with it, because what I was getting from this card is he's sitting in a dark, it looks like a dark night, right? So you may be experiencing some what we call the dark night of the soul. It is a process in which you basically you go through like a massive ego death. There's a lot of things that come to light. I believe I wrote something recently about this. About ego death. Yeah, it definitely is in here. So give me just a moment. Okay. So, ego death. Sorry if there is any noise in the background. My window's open and it is Good Friday, so there's no school. So there will be a lot of people probably walking around. So, back to the Dark Night of the Soul is a stage of final and complete purification marked with confusion, helplessness, stagnation of will, and a sense of withdrawal of God's presence. It's a final unselfing and a surrender to the hidden purpose of the divine work. So, and I'm only interpreting that because he's sitting in the dark, right? Some of the other cards do not, they have the moonlight or some other, these are just ways to interpret the energy in everything, honestly. But in tarot specifically, the image in the card, how things are displayed is, and how they call out to you specifically, how you are being called, how your intuition is being sparked by what you see. And that is what I was seeing in this card was, a past, maybe moving into Aries season, over the past few months have been pretty, hard. They really have. February was a huge introspection month. So there was a couple other things. What was I wanting to say about? Excuse me. Oh, I remember. And it's not in this book. It's in another book, which is right here, I believe. So I did a kind of like a collective reading back in January around the New Year. And I had there's so many. This book is just from the beginning of the year notes. So if you this is really what I'm saying. I know that it's been hard. I know that it's been like what the fuck every time you turn around, But there is a reason for it. Okay. well. Maybe it's not that far. It might. There we go. Okay. You know, and it's okay if I don't find it. Archangel Michael. Okay, so we're getting there. Here we go. All right. So, say for instance, so we're in March. It says, "Brace yourself for a change. May be painful and confusing. It will be quick. You will look back and feel grateful things changed course. Personal breakthrough in the end." Tower. So, towers are never bad. 11:22 on the clock. Towers are not a bad thing in my opinion. Towers need to happen, especially for growth. And I was experiencing several tower moments over this past, since the ending of the last eclipse cycle. So since September, what was it? October maybe. I want to say that the last eclipse happened in October this last year. But my birthday's in September, so I've been on a pretty deep spiritual journey for a while, and I feel like every time something is happening in the cosmos, I'm upgrading in some level. So, I am now being guided to start using my gifts and helping other people realize their gifts. I like to, I do set the intention when I start my videos to connect with people that are on the same frequency as me. Whether or not it is